nowhere like a surprise. We're good to go. Round number 1, Dark Tigers versus Glitchtech. Look, wait for half a minute and we're good to go. A minute earlier than expected. Still at a good time nonetheless. Bombs being planted behind triple. Last 2 CT. Hinky G the last alive. Alex planting the other side of triple. Get a safe plant. While Lake and Vision just waiting to be able to peek together. After contact's taken, and together it's just 3. They're able to tear apart that defense and get the round. Together with their efforts. So I try to tweak on things here. Things get set up better. This should work. Comparing Haas doing that default mid control, trying to feign some presence. Eagles aren't going to be looking for the same level of information. Dark Tiger's not taking any risks, going for a default. Great, an exceptional play comes out from one of their players. Or else can be an easy round for Glitchtech to run over this A-bomb site. As they start executing on in. Able to clear the first. Dodging the shots from the second. Stuck stairs. Heiklal will be able to catch one exposed out in the open. Catch the late lurk from Host through underpass. Predictable read there. Otherwise, everything under control by Alex. Lake's been taken down, but Alex is not concerned. Will easily hunt for more. Well as Vision to dig down the last in revenge. Taking out Altex. Nice things to go on there. With that, trying to get some B contact or even feign presence of rushing towards it. The 2 CTs trying to stay towards the A site, immediately rotating over. And Alex has still gotten the space to get into this bomb site, catch a flank on 1. Gets seen by multiple, now getting shot at from multiple angles. Very low. Aurelio's able to find 1, and Altex will find a second, taking down Alex, finally. Means he'll be able to take at least a MAC-10 away. Lake's AK being brought all the way over to the A bomb site. Won't offer anything up there. Just keep them nice and covered. Just trying to anchor CT and other positions. Last 2 CTs left low. They're not really going to want to go for too much. We'll occasionally spam a shot or 2 for harassment, but making sure they don't get shot back in the process. Fair enough, and a good idea at that. Time starts ticking. Bomb is conserved. Save successfully handled. And 3-0 in favor of Glitchtech. Perfect start for them. Entirely what the next plan is. And it looks like they're interested in just going out A. Starting out with the Palace entrance, able to clear out 1 CT, drop down, playing 2 passive towards the connector. Alex only able to find 1 before he gets traded out. And it's a 4v3 immediately onto this A site to try to do their best to adjust. And Lakes already has knowledge of 1 towards CT, able to spam towards him. Kept a reload full in HP, but now brought down to half in competitive range. But info's found. Aurelio's able to spam him down. Or get spammed down. Hinky G and Heiklal trying to save weaponry the best they can. have something to contend with in the next round. Might be able to get info of the AWP depending on timing, but pretty safe move, wanting to keep all 4 of their rifles, so they'll allow the AWP and M4 to be saved and just enjoy the 4-0 start. Still a very successful performance so far. Looks like next moves, NQG is trying to rotate, help his teammate with some mid control. Glitchtech feigning some presence over the place, getting mid respected. But setting up to lean towards B, though quickly setting up to go back towards A with the positioning they've made. Setting up to execute in once again. Do have one player set up close of Haas on this B site to set up some distractions. Note that Aurelio is playing passive with this AWP. They know that AK is there, making some harassment, so this is something they have to deal with. Able to throw a counter molly ramp, denying that execute from going on in. One rotate going on out. High claw with one of these AWPs, able to get a pick. Not able to run out. Alk's able to spray him through the smoke. Though Fecky will be able to get a trade with Revenge and make it 2. Making it a clean 2-man advantage, and Aurelio able to pick over CT with the other AWP. Leave Haas in a 1v4. Won't be able to even find the first. Fecky to cover things. And have a dominant first round to start things off. With that first round obtained for Dark Tigers. See what the plan is, and looks like the first step is Fission picking up an AWP of his own, and a bit more focus starting to go for this mid control after that first fail on the A round, trying to take it over. Also with these double ops in play, we're gonna need to go more aggressive for some map control and try to keep things more troublesome, at least to the best of their ability. So far, trying to throw more smokes, denying any vision from being provided. Causing rotations all over. 2 towards CT now, 1 locked towards stairs. And Vision's holding for this ticket booth peek and able to land it. That's 1 AWP out of the round. Now pressure will grow more as they have nothing else with it. And Rainia's able to find another. And Vision swings out the trade and get the second. There's a third behind the box. Is able to hold on, but still already tagged. Means he'll be able to do little else. But Aurelio's able to get a headshot on Lake. But he runs away before the HE can finish him off. And it's a clean 4v1 left. Ost even willing to flash over CT. Trying to get that cover and bait the shot out from Aurelio. Nade and more. They want to hunt this weapon down as he's trying to hide in that smoke. Fortunate enough for now, but is surrounded in all angles, and it's only a matter of time, and it's going to end with a knife. Lake stabbing him in the back as Glitchtech quickly respond with their 5th. Absolutely taken down. Nothing allowed to be saved, but still able to buy up, get a collection of M4s and an AWP. Single downgrade of Fecky with the FAMAS, but he's likely feeling pretty confident right now. And Vision will be getting traded by Hyclaw after catching Henky G out in the open. But still a 4-on-4 situation. They notice 1 AWP, and Alex has been able to get out Tetris for free. With that being the case, they can just execute onto the site. Outtech's throwing some interesting retake utility. The first contact will be Rainia trying to push towards the site. Getting tagged as he runs across. Able to stay alive barely with 11 HP. But it'll be just enough to keep this heavy man advantage. And Haas setting up flashbangs for Rainia to push forward despite his low HP. And able to swing out, take 1, and Hyclaw left alone with just the AWP. Once again, trying to desperately save it, and everyone starting to hunt him down once again. Only a matter of time. It certainly feels like at the least. And with it, Lake will be able to catch him with an AWP. Be able to hand that back up to Vision afterwards, but a dominant 6-1 lead. And nothing seeming to be able to show a response so far from Dark Tigers. Having a rough time. Trying to chuck some smokes towards main. Able to get some connector control. Host awkwardly missing his smoke a little bit, but using it just to push forward. And that molly will clear that van position, forcing Aurelio out. This Vision works towards mid. Is alone with that AWP. Could be something to be worried about. But they are very split around the map. Host is tagged down to 8, but able to keep his life. Despite that, able to wide swing, keep him surprised, and avoid any further shots. Fortunate enough for them. That being the case, Vision's able to get an op shot on the Opera Pike Lull. Now it's wide swings out to take out Tex. And Fecky, the last remaining, removed as well. Clean 7-1 now. And we'll have to see an AUG and 2 AWPs. They feel like that's the way they need to go with things. Trying to flashbang, but will be left blind in the process. Has to smoke connector early. And Rainier tries to run through. Smoke blooms a second too soon. So he's left blind running through and gets punished. Outex hearing the running from a mile away as well. Vision gets tagged, but not taken out. And because of that molly, he has to run in the open, and Vision finds the frag. And it's an even 4v4 situation. Vision's going aggressive. Quick scope right into the head of Outex. Hyklul's able to find one in response. And Aurelio looks like interested in pushing through the smoke. Able to take down the Opper, but gets traded immediately. And it's brought to a 1v2 as Lake plants the bomb. Has to deal with this Opper still on Hike. Lake just trying to carefully hold and creep on back to ramp. Not expose himself for too long. Able to get that tag. Henke down to 15. And just shoulder peeking from Lake. Just trying to get that info. And with it, he's able to swing on out. Leave Henke by surprise. And Hyklul is trying to push with the AK now. And the position is red. Trying to boost slightly up. Possibly saw his head a little. But looks like Hyklul will barely be able to get this clutch out. Very close, but still able to hold on. With that being the case, things work out. Dark Tigers are able to get a second, but they need to be able to convert and continue on, or continue being punished by Glitchtech. They keep going over them. Right now looks pretty easy. T-side can get a good and dominant run through. So it's worth keeping in mind. Dark Tigers could do the same in future. It's worth noting how the rest of these rounds go. They do have some very deep apartments control. Rain is able to find one. But Fecky's able to deny Host on this lurk. Alk's finally able to get revenge, but it's in a 1v3. Alk's faking the first, waiting for the op shot out. Gets spammed through the box from a nasty shot, and now he has to worry about two different positions. Could be left crossfired at any second. They know Alk's position. Outex just shooting behind him, not finding any rounds to connect. But still, Alk's has to get this bomb down at some point, and has that to worry about, and decide how he wants to handle this 1v2 clutch. Looks like he'll be sticking with this bomb plant. Gets mollied out into the open and misses the spray. Prepared to take the engagement, but not able to win it out. Dark Tigers able to stay together and get that third. Works out well for now. They're able to keep two weapons. One of the AWPs alive. Certainly the case you want to have. See if they can keep things together and try to turn this back into a competitive half. Now threaten. A lot more of the money, almost all of it gone from Glitchtech. Could give a way for them to get back into this. Things aren't just confirmed yet, but once again, more risk from Dark Tigers taking ramp control, willing to push further. Aurelio appeared to be looking for a jump peek, trying to set up with the flashbang. Very patient. Using that to allow the MP9 to swing. Call it clear as the flashbang goes on out. And not necessarily panic just yet. It'll be Hike Lol from that ticket booth to catch Rania. Trying to shoot at his direction, but not able to land the shot before the AWP takes him out. Next thing is Host trying to do this lurk once again. Able to get jungle control. It's been left completely open, and there's been no one holding for it. Just completely focused on this ramp and site hold. Still pretty sure Hike has zero concern about CT, despite leaving it open this entire time. And he might be able to get multiple here. And he's just able to find two. This A site's cracked open. Third left is in triple, and Haas is able to turn himself into getting a triple. And now Lake catches the rotate from ladder, and Dark Tigers is pulled apart. Henky G, the last remaining, getting burnt alive into the line of Haas with the stolen AWP to get a 4K in the round, single-handedly taking rounds away. That is an absolutely insane round. Yep, that's what happens. Gotta keep that eye out. Just leaving mid completely open can lead to things like that. Really disastrous situation. With that, Dark Tigers have nothing to buy with. Glitchtech position to get 9, possibly 10. Depending on how things go. Okay, you can see as Alks crab walks on out. Takes out Fecky. Trying to clear around, able to avoid the shots. Alks hops back. Gets shotgunned down by Hinky as he finds a double before getting taken down by Host. Absolutely insane shots by the Deagle. And with his safe plant position, we'll be able to avoid getting taken out immediately. But Aurelio, with an immediate double with the Deagle, will get taken down by Host. But no info of where the last is. Fully rotating through Palace. This could be the round sealed from this Deagle. Hyclaw is trying to clear out positions. Deagle might have stuck it out. I think Haas is aware of it and able to keep things together with the 3K. A round that should have absolutely been stolen away from Dark Tiger by Dark Tigers. But Glitchtech able to hold on, keep things together with 9 as the buy comes on in. This important last phase. We have to see how Dark Tigers can recover to get more rounds before the swap goes on through. With that op shot, Hyclaw is able to take down Vision to start. And they're rushing through Cat. He's able to find one, trying to get away. Barely escaping out of it. Alex is aware of his position, able to find him. Almost lands a headshot on Nefeki. With it, it's a 3-on-4. Favor is for Dark Tigers right now. Don't want to keep this the case. Altax is able to get one, standing above the ninja boxes. Able to catch a healthy surprise. Be up to Host and Lake in a 2v4. See how much they can do. And Fecky is able to take down Lake. And now Host is left in a very challenging 1v4 situation. With that jump of info. First will be known. Just trying to spam him down from the side. And just take these engagements. Find players. Finds the AWP. Now it's more to worry about, though. These players trying to make sure they position themselves well to trade. And the shoulder exposes too early, and Haas found a second. Altex trying to find just the right time to peek. Haas now left in the 1v2, has a chance at this. Aurelio trying to get the massive delay and just stall for time and able to land the headshot while Haas is in midair trying to clear behind the top mid boxes. Be denied, but that's still good damage done. Keeps things dangerous. Which all of that is worth keeping in mind. We'll see. Plan to adjust, but they'll at least able to get 4. Fecky stuck with an MP9. But otherwise, a good situation for Dark Tigers. We'll have some good shots come on out. We'll find a single shot onto Aux. Nothing that heavy or notable just yet. That's setting up. Pinky's trying to be concerned for a rush play. Haas just setting up to lurk into the nest. And they're just using this flashbang to rely on it to coordinate that jump. Possibly unheard. It appears Heiklal is holding and waiting for a push towards CT now. Which will be good if he can catch it out. As he is more aware this time around. But the timing is just perfect. As the push coming in, that's when the flank's out and with this AWP is getting spammed and getting peeked right into Haas. Able to take him down with the 5-7. Hinky G helping him take out Vision from across the map. And suddenly Lake's left in a 1v2 throughout all of this chaos. And they group up together towards Jungle and Connector. Heiklal even rotating to drop towards the catwalk to peek on out and catch Lake on the side. Looking towards Jungle, taking him down. Getting a 5th for Dark Tigers in a very strong position to make it 6. And a very good recovery to close it out. That nade's being thrown on deep. Trying to get some more info with it. And despite the low buy, getting plenty of nades on Glitchtech. So they can treat this like a proper round and compete competently. Or at least that's certainly their plan. And Alex is able to find Fecky through the smoke with an excellent read. And now it's just this M4 towards Connector. The multiple player trying to help him as he pushes on through. Only able to find one, and it's the bomb stuck. Both these Connector players denied. And just a Heiklal with this AWP. Able to avoid the spam so far. This is nades thrown towards CT. Able to find one Aurelio with that M4. Trying to swing wide, get more info. Aux is tagged with the nade. But still able to hide, but seen and spammed down through the box barely by Aurelio. And he's trying to go for that defuse. And one is found, and they're trying to spam through. Fortunately able to find just in time and get Glitchtech 10 before going to that CT side. Things kept very competitive, but kept together nonetheless. A very good shot that's been made. And we're in warm-up for a second. Between the halves. Teams to ready up. Dark Tigers did get enough to work with on that CT side, but it is certainly far from ideal. That much can be said as well. So we'll have to see what the plan is there. And there we go. Game shall continue. Glitchtech now with the CT side, which ideally will be better performed. Though we'll have to see. Pretty easy to get these 10-5 rundowns on T. worth keeping that in mind. Not being too confident just yet. But feeling like things are certainly done and dealt with. With it, Fecky trying to swing out early for info, and Vision's able to hear all these catwalk players, finds the first. Hike takes the duel, able to take down one, though Alex and Lake will be able to keep this mid defense together, get that bomb under their control. Last two trying to rotate. Aurelia from the B bomb site directly. Fecky just taking the engagement mid, able to find one of Reyna all the way across, despite the long distance, but still, it is a 2v1, but these players are crowded together, which could be very dangerous moving on. They get caught on out. Cernus Aurelio's swinging, trying to find some info. Slowly working his way, has plenty of time to work with to walk up Cat. And able to get that room. Just trying to make sure there's no one behind him, catching surprise at any positions. Interestingly enough, Alex just waiting, holding for that first contact. Aurelio to come around the corner and walk right into the first shot fired. Taken down. Glitchtech 11-5 set up to make this end rather quickly. Now, to be fair, not necessarily confirmed and settled yet. But if this round can be dealt with, then things will change. Vision missing the first shot, finding the second, but not onto the head, and that Mag 7 falls apart. Reyna's able to find that trade, though, at least. Get some revenge. And Lake's hard clearing mid, running down underpass, able to clear Hike Lull, win the duel in a very scrappy fashion. But still, they hold on. The rest of the T's grouping up around A ramp to hold on. And they're able to find contact of Aurelio early, get that information. Things aren't just done yet, but it is just 3 Deagles. Can't be all you need, especially if Rainey's left blind. Should be able to finish him off, finding the first tag early. And Alex has found himself getting tagged as well. Another shot, just completely blind. Fecky's able to safely get the plant, and with these players heavily tagged, these Eagles now become a bit dangerous, even this MP9. They're able to reset and reposition, but they know the position of one of these players, and Alex is able to find his head. In fact, he's left with the Deagle and the Mag 7, hilariously enough. And able to find one, that's 900 bonus cash, so worth going for that shot, and able to find something out of it. Glitchtech will be able to successfully convert, but not without Dark Tigers getting a bomb plant. Becky was saving, but they'll be able to get some pistols once again to try to continue causing just as much chaos as they just did. Unsure if they can entirely keep that together. It looks like they want to just go for this B play. Alex able to get an early tag, bringing Hike Lull down to 56. Trying to use the smoke to safely exit. We'll go for that duel against Alex. Barely gets away. They hand this scout over to him due to the low HP. Hard to handle. Haas gets burned down by a molly and looks away at the wrong second as he exposes himself to Hike Lull. And Dark Tigers are able to get this B site. Only 3 left alive. Alex already heavily tagged. Glitchtech certainly set up to have to save for the next. With that, they can start on exiting. Not the buy they want to have, but one thing to note is Reyna is near T-spawn. Could catch some players if they go too far for the exits and catch them. At least if that's the plan. Coming on out. Could indeed be the plan. As they try to clear, they're willing to push towards TV, but not going to go past the back alley, leave themselves possibly exposed. All of them able to save successfully. Keep those Galils in that AK. Not much to work with for Glitchtech. Looks like they're willing to force around it, get everything they can, keep the competition tense. Possibly even keep things threatening. That early utility, it's a good nade to start. One vulnerable now to that scout. Have to keep that in mind. And Aurelio trying to spam, take down Rania. Brought down to 13, trying to nade in response. Won't find anyone. With that, Heiklal is trying to swing wide to get revenge on multiple players. Able to take down Lake, get that man advantage. Rania also still down to 13. And Haas just trying to go for that info. With them running there, might be able to catch... Outtex might be able to catch a timing, open up this B site, and seal the round. Things aren't necessarily confirmed yet. Okay, walking down. Has to re-pick up that bomb real quick. Vision going for some info mid, not seeing anything, and it looks like Hast is going to be left in a 1v4, about to be disaster. He's going mid for some info, not seeing anything. Able to upgrade to the AUG, but with it being so empty, not seeing anything. Top mid, the running's certainly been heard, B's probably been called. It looks like Vision is, in fact, going in the rotate rather quickly. Rania's holding on to the A site. Too low to properly engage for the most part. Though he is willing to peek out, try to grab that AUG. And aware of the possibility. And with all that running, it might bait them to try to take a duel. And they're just trying to scavenge these rifles. If they can hold on to them, that's going to cause a lot of chaos. That's going to start with Haas being able to take down one. They're safe and secure on the bomb site, but with these weapons saved, they're going to be able to continue with a buy after this. Not entirely sure how they're going to decide to want to handle the situation. Trying to save, but with that, Glitchtech are going to be able to get a buy, conserving 3 rifles over. Utility might not be the strongest, but they should have, at worst, 1 SMG, I believe. But it depends on how they want to manage that economy. Certainly does depend on a lot. And it looks like they're trying to go fast out A. Meanwhile, it's a gamble stack B for Glitchtech. And Rania with this information, a sole AUG, and little to work with. Multiple positions getting mollied out, and the flashbang completely blinding him as Aurelio hard clears the position. And it's left to a 4v5 retake. Unlikely to be done. But able to find some good tag damage with P250, and Alex finds a gap through the smoke. Able to catch one by surprise. Aurelio just trying to stand on top of the box to keep himself safe. But he gets seen early, and Lake clears him. Now this becomes a bit of an issue as Vision takes down another. Bomb is left on default. Op is known at this position. And they have to go for it. And he has to try to clutch this out. Able to find the first and the second. Low HP player trying to defuse the bomb. Haas not able to connect, getting Tech 9 instantly. Dark Tigers barely hold on to that round, almost falling apart. And it's fortunate enough for them, at least for the moment. See how much longer they can hold on to it. Mid smoke's being thrown. They are certainly making this start to build even. With that perfect counter nade with the molly as the true full buy is able to come out as intended. With it, that's going to be enough to make them back up, at least for the moment. And molly and deep smoke to clear out. As Alex gets some ramp information. Smoke's deep. It's bottom ramp. That's going to cause some concern, and they're going to throw retake mid smokes, and then run towards A, giving it up. Not worried about B anymore. Happy with the sole player underpass to try to get the flank. And it's Reyna holding aggressively, very close to this. Taking first contact, able to get one. Alex is left completely blind, able to find just one before getting traded out. And it is a 3v4 retake. Fight for this A bomb site once again. And Aurelio's holding and able to land that flick on Vision. Not able to fire in time, and these two CTs left just to save. Dark Tigers building this comeback on the T side perfectly. Everything is certainly managed for them to get this comeback and keep this map competitive. It's not done just yet, but Aurelio's hunting down one of the last two. Haas will be able to catch him by surprise, maybe upgrade to an AK, but they won't have much to work with for the next. We'll have to see what their move is going on fourth. How to adjust, find more rounds. They're left in a little bit of a block. Only finding 2 rounds on this CT side so far. After the first full buy, barely holding apart, only getting those 2 rounds in a row, finding nothing else so far. With it, they have Deagles working with just that one AK. Harrison having Host engage mid, trying to find a duel. Won't see anything just yet. So they are going late for the mid take. Smoke being thrown now. That's where problems lie. It's having players stack up mid, and they're not seeing anything, though. Trying to go for this information. With that being the case, this B play is going to come on in. Right now, no one directly on the site at all. Not a chance to hold against this. Not sure if there's any chance, but as the utility's thrown on in, 2 and 3 are able to rotate, and they're just trying to stall the best they can. Lake's able to find one. Not the second. Shotgun fails, and the AK of Haas is taken out. Vision's picked off, and Altex is holding to catch Reyna knife out. Not prepared for the situation, and gets eliminated completely. With that clean round from Dark Tigers to get back in double digits, stay in competition with Glitchtech. Unable to find a single full buy round at the moment against Dark Tigers. Getting close on one, but obtaining none so far. Needing to find more here. Find some molly damage onto the Opera Pike wall will help out as a pretty decent start. But Aurelio will just swing out Pal is fine too. Aurelio is just causing all this trouble, though doesn't have his weapon out when he goes into CT. Gets caught out exposed and goes on down. But still a 4-on-3, and this gap gives a shadow advantage to Altex as well to be able to read and take down 2 more in response. And it's Vision just left in the 1v4. Certainly a rough situation. Dark Tigers have the momentum in their control and are just running through the CT defense. Glitchtech failing to hold against them so far, able to abuse that peeker's advantage. Not sure what else is going to be done, but Vision has to fight his way out, able to take down Hinky G. Appears there might be more looking his way. At least Altex trying to hunt him down. So he tries to hide underpass and able to hold on to it just as the peek comes on in to keep himself together. Working perfectly, at least for now. Next move coming on out. Trying to default still with the Deagles, but just a single op on Vision. And his position's known, so Altex is able to take him down with a single tap. Reyna is able to find a good headshot. unable to find, able to find one more with the stolen AK, but still, it's a 2-on-3. Little to work with. Comes to Glitchtech, able to pick back up that AWP. And just trying to look, Heiklall's able to op, like, try and get those shoulder peeks in to bait that op shot. But that's the bomb down with Haast. Scoped in, trying to hold. Able to molly that Palace position, and it's a 1v2. Op trying to quickly rotate all the way around Palace, and Haast is willing to go aggressive, going further on this angle. It's a good move to make, but it's going to be dangerous to go for. Henky G seems completely unaware of the Palace position, not clearing towards Dark. Neither of these players are. They're left completely unaware of Haast's position currently. Just not looking at him at all. And with that, he's just positioned, just hiding on top here. They just have no information about where this player is. And they're just like mollying, clearing it out. And with it, he's unable to take down Hike initially, but still able to take down Henky, leaving it to that 1v1, able to pre-fire and take him down in 2. Haast with the 1v2 clutch, recovering it for Glitchtech, full 3k in the round. Taking the willingness to go aggressive, catching both players by surprise. And just able to steal the round away. Important one for Glitchtech to get that 13th. Able to keep the lead for now. They are going to have to keep it going. It's going to be difficult to do so. So they're setting on up, and they're doing a cat rush. Lake can hear this. Has to take the first contact, finds it, able to win the duel. Immediately mollies, denying the rush from continuing. And Vision's giving up control of Nest, going back. Changing his mind, realizing all these T's are repositioning. Before he decides where to go towards next. Looks like Lake's trying to peek to just get some information with this M4. Flashbanging, so they get mid-control. See that it's clear. Automatically a molly ramp in response. Dark Tiger setting up for the A execute once again. To try to keep up that fight, be competitive. And they swing on out. Trying to do that execute. M4 close. Flashbang's able to keep them blind, stalled for a second. Becky needs to try to get this bomb down. It's not in the safest plant position, but the room will be given to provide it. Flashbang will be expected. Second one won't be, but Lake's still able to find one or get taken down. Haast to trade for Fecky. And with that, information's gained. Haast is aware of the players here as Vision takes one down with the op. Henky G's position known, and Vision snipes him down. Glitchtech on the brink of losing the lead, able to recover, get 2 rounds in a row now. Good control by them. With that, Dark Tiger is still able to get buys together. Keep up the harassment. Things won't become awkward unless they don't work out this round. Even then, still, if they get the bomb plant, will be enough to work with. Haast just getting close towards standard position. 2 going under. They're completely Fecky's completely unaware, as well as the rest of the Dark Tiger's defense. Ramp has been completely taken over. Outtex might be able to find an opening on one, but he misses the ability to fire the shot off in time. And Vision has an early pick on top of the lurk already going through ramp. Now things become more awkward. Heiklall is just waiting with the bomb, hoping someone's going to peek connector, but the only peek coming in is from right behind him, and he's not going to be ready for it. Nade out, and the bomb's dropped. T-spawn under control as another op pick from Vision comes out, denying the jungle push from the player, and Rain is able to catch Fecky midair, and Henky has to get the trade and left in a 1v4 to deny 15. Able to dodge the first op shot and a second, but has to reload from missing the spray. gets traded out by Lake, and Glitchtech 1 round away from 16-11, and an insanely dominant day from Glitchtech. From all teams and all situations. Just set up to finish it. Still have rifles and even an AWP to work with, but little utility. They'll have to do a lot to work with this. And they're immediately going with a counter rush. Becky getting a lucky shot and a second, not able to transfer the third. But still, that is some massive damage found. Considering that underpass lurk that can long rotate, and this A site being taken starts to become quite an issue rather quickly. And the jump scene, Rain is able to catch Aurelio crouching, trying to boost on through. Altex is left completely blind, but able to walk by Rainia and keep that position as well as his life. But getting mollied out now. Vision finds one. Altex immediately with the trade. Lake to find him in response. And it's left to a 1v1. 15-11. Lake's assuming mid. His read is currently wrong. Henke trying to walk around the site slowly. Trying to clear for information. He sees the gun stick out from Lake. He has the information. Just has to wait for him to peek on out. But he misses the headshot. Knows about it. Just waits for the swing. Takes him down. Dark Tigers hold on barely. Just for the moment. But his team still has weak money and no AWP. Even though they win that round, they don't have much to work with. Glitchtech left in a better economy situation. And still in favor to close it out in this one. Leaves things in a bit of a sticky situation. But Henke G is able to catch Vision trying to run across, even though lands first jump. Then just some default mid-take nades. Trying to keep things problematic. Lake's willing to push on through, take that engagement, but just take some damage, not able to win it out. But still interested in trying to play around this area, go for some engagements, go aggressive. Not just yet able to find anything. But they are certainly holding all across the map from those lurks and other chaos Glitchtech has created. Heikalal just anchored with his Galil and Palace, just waiting. Very concerned. But won't have to worry about seeing anything, just for the moment at least. They're throwing a little bit more utility with the flashbang and preparing to walk out on this A site. Altex setting up to slowly peek on out, hard clear Alx's position. And they're focused on this Deagle possibly. Not taking any looks towards Stark at all. And with no shots coming in, he can try to take multiple, but he only finds one. Altex to get the transfers. Rainy is able to slide in with the Deagle. And Lake out with the AWP, able to find the first. Not going to be able to find the second. Altex just waiting to peek. And there's a bit of a problem of Feki on this flank. Just waiting with this Galil. Just setting on up to take him down. And he will get shot from behind any second. Certainly should be the case. But his shoulder's shown first. But then Feki's able to come in with the trade late. And recover the situation. Keep things together. Dark Tiger with 13. And things have been handled, and Glitchtech have to go for a save. Just grab some pistols. Set up for the last round in regulation. Things are kept very close. Going aggressive ramp, willing to go for this contact of information. And it's going to be just Austin Lake, one Deagle, one P250 to hold against B. A bit of challenge. With those initial pre-fire shots, they all drop on down, start the rush. Two will be running behind through T-spawn. And Haas gets taken down immediately. Lake only able to find one with the P250. Going to be a difficult retake to behold. It looks like they are certainly interested in going for it, but High Claw will be able to deny both the players. keeping himself alive with 4 HP, and Rainia's left. Nothing but the Deagle. Don't give much to work with, and Outex is actually holding, waiting to take this player out. They're all surrounding and just trying to spam him down. He's able to take down one before getting eliminated, but it goes down to the wire. One last round in regulation, one last chance to close it out before we have to go for even more and go past the standard. There is a chance, but it looks like Dark Tiger's moves just a default A execute. And Vision's able to get an early pick on ramp, though. That's a man advantage for Glitchtech. Only 4 left. 4 players have to hold together if they want to get the chance in OT. Slowly waiting. There's a player on chair that can play for some information. Holding on to things. They're just trying to lean into this B contact now. But there's one difference. Haas has this AWP. Misses the first shot. But this far stronger weaponry can hold against it. With Lake doing the first take with the M4. Haas with a pick to trade. And Alex being able to alternate the next shot. And now Fecky's the last one left. Taken down by Lake as well. In very close fashion. 16 to 14. The boys take it out.